Excellent. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Testimony Thursdays. We are so excited here for the Synergy North America expansion team, headed by Mr. David Davidson and Mr. DWAYNE Chapman for the Dream Team and the Servant Leader Group here. We are so excited to have you guys here with us this evening. For those of you that are chiming in from the conference call side and for those of you that are chiming in on the webinar side, we truly appreciate your time this evening. The purpose of this call is to share with you some of the amazing testimonies and stories that you're going to hear tonight from real people experiencing real results with the Synergy Worldwide products. We are excited to have some special guests tonight that we've asked to come and be a part of our grand celebration for Testimony Thursdays, where every other Thursday we're going to come together for about 30 minutes or so and just allow some individuals to share with you how some of these products have impacted their life. You're also, for those of you that are existing distributors, going to be able to get these calls in recorded mode where you can use this as another tool to help spread the word, bless some lives, and leave a legacy. So we're going to go, and I want to start with an individual that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. This is someone who actually is responsible for helping groom me into who I am today. I met this gentleman, and I had the privilege to serve alongside him and be trained by him in 1999. To show you how long of a track record we have, he has a heart of gold. He has a true servant's heart. He's an incredible leader. He has been helping to pave the way. He is nonstop, and he is affectionately known as DWAYNE Chapman. And from the time that I met him, I love what Haru meant. Haru means helping everyone rise up. Who better to start off our testimony call than the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. DWAYNE Chapman. DWAYNE, are you there, sir? And just in case I could have lost connection on my end. Oh, please press *6, DWAYNE, on your phone. I apologize. Thank you, JP, for correcting me there. And then followed by the number 1, DWAYNE, please. Or maybe you can unmute him, 772.
Yep. All right. I think I'm unmuted now. Can you hear me, Donald?
Yes. And what I'm going to do, JP, I'm going to release the mic on my end so you can patch him in onto the webinar because I want to make sure that everybody can hear that. So just 1 second, please.
Sure.
Thank you kindly. Okay. JP, are you on the webinar side? Yes, I am.
Yeah, I'm on both sides. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Yep. Hang on 1 second.
I think my webinar just froze for a second there.
All right, we got it.
Okay, there you go.
All good.
All right. So please, DWAYNE, thank you so much, first of all, for being here tonight. Thank you for being part of Testimony Thursday, man. And it's a privilege and an honor to have you here. I'd love for you to just pour your heart out tonight. Share with the people how Synergy has been a blessing to your life and how you have seen some of these products impact you personally. So the floor is yours, sir.
Hey, thank you, Donald. Hey, can you hear me okay, sir?
Loud and clear, good buddy.
Excellent. Well, first of all, man, I wouldn't miss this. We know the stories and what it's all about. That's what got me excited about the product, hearing the stories, and the stories gave me hope. So, I think it's an awesome idea for you to put together Testimonial Thursdays as another tool that we can use. And I'm actually humbled by that introduction. You were going on, and I didn't know you were talking about me after a while. All those things that you said, but it's a pleasure and a privilege to see you grow and blossom into the leader that you are. And what most people don't know is that you're actually my upline in this program. So it's full circle, and we know the best leaders are the best servants, and vice versa. But I'm gonna just jump right into my story and my testimonial about this product. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is DWAYNE Chapman. I live in beautiful Port St. Lucie, Florida. And back in December, I was experiencing some health issues. And the scary thing is, I didn't even know that I had health issues. See, I went to the doctor, and my blood pressure was 160/102. And that had me concerned because I have a history of high blood pressure in my family. Then I took my blood work, and when the results came back, it showed that I was actually pre-diabetic. I was 0.2% away from having full-blown diabetes, and that was really scary because my grandmother died of complications of diabetes, and plus my cholesterol was sky high. It was about 279. So, Donald, I had what you call the trifecta, the big three: high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and high blood sugar or diabetes. And we know that those things are killing people. Every 40 seconds, somebody's stroking out. So David Davidson gave me a call, and he didn't know that I had issues because on the outside, I look good in terms of my weight. I have a great diet. He didn't know that I needed it, but he reached out. And when he told me that the product ProRG9 was doing some amazing things for people in Asia and Europe, and he told me some stories, I said, listen, I don't need a sample. I don't need anything. I purchased 6 boxes. And the reason I purchased 6 boxes, Donald, was because I was thinking about my mom and dad who also had blood pressure issues. I was thinking about my friend Kevin Thompson, whose wife has been suffering from lupus and has lost fingers and toes and things of that nature. She's been suffering for the last 20 years. So I didn't know if it could help, but I said, let me just share this with people. I started taking the product within 2 weeks, Donald, just with the ProRG9. My blood pressure dropped from 160/102 down to 106/73, and it blew me away. I went back 2 weeks ago and got my blood work done again because I'm like, man, this is happening in my body for a reason. I'm supposed to be a testimony, I guess. I went back, Donald, and took my blood work. The results came back. My pre-diabetes has disappeared. My blood work says that I have a total absence of diabetes. My blood pressure has, of course, dropped. My cholesterol has come down by about 20-something%. My good cholesterol has shot up. I've lost about 20 pounds. My energy is through the roof. My wife is not taking it for her aches and pains. My teenage daughter had anemia, iron deficiency, that we were going to specialists for the last 2 or 3 years. She started taking the product, and she went and got her hemoglobin numbers. The doctor said it's perfect now. She's not taking any iron supplements. And my other daughter's taking it because she's exercising now. So my whole family is on the program, and I'm just blown away. And that's my testimonial, and I just pray that people listen to this will take the product. Don't procrastinate. Take the product and bless your life. So I'll turn over to you, sir, man. I could go on and on because this is phenomenal, and I just enjoy being able to be a messenger and to be in business with you and all the great messengers on the team. So I turn it back over to you, sir.
Well, first and foremost, D, this is the first time well, that's not true. It's the second time I heard your testimony, but the first time I heard it in its entirety. And I am so blown away. And I'd like to just kind of ask you 1 or 2 questions before we move on to the next person.
Sure.
You talk about your whole family being on the product. And to me, that's big because, a lot of times when we see something and we don't get the normal support from our families when we get involved with things like this, what has been the reception like with your family, and how are they feeling now about Synergy and the products as well?
Hey, I tell you, that's a loaded question, and because it's good and bad. And let me start off with the good. This is where your commitment level comes in because we can talk a good game, but people are always looking at us and asking themselves, does this guy believe in what they're trying to tell me? So I've never been one to sell the product. I just use it. And it might not be the best thing, but I tell people, listen, I'm not here to sell you anything. I could care less if you buy the product or use it. I'm here to share information and hopefully get you to act on it. So My family saw like the results. I was losing weight. They saw my energy level. So my wife is loving the product. I mean, she has some in her bag right now. She's going to call with me. And she was kind of not skeptical, but she was reserved at first. She said, man, okay, I'm going to try this, and we'll see what happens. And she just kept on saying, hey, I noticed that this is better now, and that's better. But really, I guess didn't want to get excited. But she's on the product now. So my daughter, who has anemia, she's not coming off the product. And my other daughter, and I have 17 and 18-year-old daughters, and you know how finicky they can be. But they love the product. But and then I'm going to go one more. Family members. I called up my mom when I got my blood results, because at first, I'll be honest, my mom, who's a registered nurse, she's looking at me like, okay, what are you going to tell me about nitric oxide and whatnot? And unfortunately, when I first told her, Donald, she went to her doctor, and the doctor didn't know what he was talking about. The doctor said, you shouldn't take that. It's only for people that want to work out and have muscle. So, and I'm saying that because some of you all on the line might go to a doctor that is not schooled in what this product is, and they might give you something negative. Well, long story short, because of my perseverance, because I was a product of the product, when I got my test results back, I called my mom, I showed it to her. And that documentation got her excited. She started giving me numbers of aunts and uncles and cousins. And then I called my aunt up, and she talked about that she was suffering from the beginning stage of Alzheimer's. So what did she do? I said, well, who do you know? She gave me numbers of her brothers and her sisters and other people. So over the last week, I've just had so many referrals from family members and friends, which is a great thing. So on that tip, it's receptive. However, family, don't be surprised if people that you think really should use this product, if they decide they don't want to. I have a cousin. I love him. He's my age. We both suffer from high blood pressure. I gave him some product. He liked it. And then, he procrastinated. He decided he couldn't afford it. And to me, that's a joke. $13, $14 a week to protect your heart. Everybody can afford this stuff. Well, anyway, he decided not to use the product. And I remember speaking with him and asking him, come on, you need to get your reorder. He said, no, I can't afford it right now. Donald, 2 weeks later, my cousin had a stroke. Thank goodness he did not die, but he had a stroke. So, and I was upset, but you know what? I said, I did my job. I can't force it in people's mouths. I did my job with compassion. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, your family members, some of them will and some of them won't, but that doesn't stop you from sharing with them. Because had I not told my cousin, I would have been living with that type of guilt, saying, oh, my goodness, maybe I should have. What would he have done? So let's not live with that. So I tell everybody, and I leave it up to them, but my family's been very receptive, and that's a blessing, Donald.
Wow. I got to tell you, I so appreciate you, and because you said so much there, and what a way to kick off our call, because you really dropped, as we used to say in the old school, a lot of nuggets, You really talked about perseverance. You talked about really just being a messenger, letting people know, hey, here's something that can be a potential blessing to your life, and after it's become a blessing to your life, let's see who else we can help spread the word to.